I had always planned to do an updated impressions for Ring Fit Adventure after finishing my playthrough of the Extra Fitness New Game Plus mode. It's a good job that I've only just finished it, since Nintendo recently, without any prior warning, released a major update for the game which adds new modes and new features. These new modes include a rhythm game and the option to go for a jog down any of the game's routes without having to fight enemies. The jogging mode can be played from the quick play menu, but for some reason you'll only have access to a few routes here. The better option is to pick from all of the routes that you've played in the adventure mode by entering the routine planner, which has been expanded to allow for up to 20 routines. This is also the only way to get a timer and calorie count for either this or the rhythm game mode. Playing anything from quick play will allow you to save your high scores, but it won't track or save your activity. The rhythm game is more fun than I expected it to be. You can pick from arms and legs or abs and legs mode, and selecting the novice difficulty for either of these will give you a beat map that doesn't include squats, essentially making it just abs or arms. The idea of the rhythm game is to squeeze or pull the ring in time to the beat, while rotating the ring con in arms mode or leaning your body in abs mode in order to hit beats on the right or left. Although the game tells you to time your beats to the music, it's a lot easier just to hold the squeeze, pull or lean before the beat reaches you, as this gives you the same score and is easier to coordinate. Although I don't think this is the designer's intent, since there are also specific long hold sections, it certainly makes the abs mode a lot more manageable, as I found that releasing the tension in the ring con between beats would lead it to slip, making me drop a few beats while I readjusted the ring's position. Occasionally you'll need to hold a squat to hit some beats. I don't feel like the rhythm game does much to work your legs, and it's difficult to get good form on a squat while also concentrating on twisting the ring con or your body to the music. The ARMS version of the rhythm game has super advanced and ultra advanced difficulties. I found super advanced to be an enjoyable challenge, with advanced being too easy and ultra advanced being extremely difficult. There are no super or ultra advanced options in abs mode, so I find it much less enjoyable, especially since it's mostly a glorified continuous ab press. Both modes got my heart rate up and had me sweating, but the arms mode also provided a fairly good workout for my upper arms, back and chest. While fun, I doubt that I'll integrate it into my normal routine, but I do think that this wouldn't be bad to bust out at a party to get people to understand that the game can be both a good workout and a fun time. The inclusion of songs from other Nintendo franchises is a nice touch, and makes me wonder if Nintendo will expand the track list at a later date. Nintendo has added the option to finish reps on your moves, even if the enemy has been defeated. This fixes one of my larger complaints from my original review. On top of this, you can tell the game that you only want to finish a move if it's one that has a left and right hand side. This is more than I would expect, and is my preferred option. Sometimes I choose an attack because I specifically don't want to do all the reps when I know that the enemy is close to dying. But now I no longer have to worry about only working one side if I choose a two-sided attack and the enemy dies before I'm finished. As for the extra fitness mode, the levels play out in almost the exact same way as the first time, just with different dialogue from all the characters. I had completed the game's skill tree at about level 250, which gave me less to be excited about when leveling up, but it's still nice to progress through the game. There aren't any side quests in this mode, but you can still earn new outfits and smoothie recipes. The minigame and battle gyms all require you to get an A rank rather than a B rank to get their reward as well. The game continues to be a good workout, although if anything the gameplay has become even easier. The final world's recommended level was 284, and I finished it at level 333. This isn't much of an issue other than that there's still no reason to ever use healing skills. My run through the extra fitness levels was mostly smoothie free, and I doubt I even used healing skills 5 times throughout the entire campaign. Even on the final boss, with no smoothies, I didn't need to use either of the 2 healing skills that I had equipped. I've come to realise through my additional time with the game that there aren't enough arm techniques. You can't even fill your entire skill bar with arm techniques, whereas you can more than fill it with yoga and ab skills and just about fill it with leg skills. On top of this, the overhead arm spin and arm twist don't really feel like they're doing a lot. They aren't good for cardio or for training your muscles, as there isn't really enough weight in the ring con for these to be a good workout. In other modes in the game, there are additional exercises that could easily be adapted to be attack moves, such as the forward press that would work the pecs, found in the quick play challenges and bootstrap tower challenges, and the overhead ring pull, which works the shoulders and upper back and can be found in the hang glider minigame, the overhead rail sections, and again in the quick play section. From a technical standpoint, I've been having some hardware issues recently with the Ring-Con. The peripheral can no longer sense at 100% strength, even when squeezed so hard that the inner edges touch. Although you can recalibrate, I feel that if this continues to degrade, it may cause issues in the future, especially seeing as how I hadn't finished all of the game's content before the Ring-Con started to show wear and tear damage. I've emailed Nintendo about this issue and they've asked me to send my Joy-Con for repair. I'm pretty sure that it's an issue with the Ring-Con, since it happens with either of my two sets of Joy-Cons, but they insist that this isn't the case. When I next have the chance to test another Ring-Con with my Joy-Cons or vice versa, I'll be able to prove or disprove this theory. All of my muscle groups are now very toned. A few weeks after my initial review, I noticed that I had developed a fairly visible six-pack, that my upper arms were looking very firm, and that my legs had taken on an appearance that I would describe as sinewy. I'm not playing it nearly as extensively as I used to, just an hour or so a few days a week, and this is a much more enjoyable way to play than when I was initially trying to get through the game as fast as possible for my initial review. Now that I'm done with Extra Fitness, it's time to move on to Extra Fitness Plus, the Master Fitness Worlds. Interestingly, you're given level 4 skills the first time you start out this new set of worlds. All of these skills have the same attack power, as long as they're in the same category. Attacks that hit single enemies have a strength of 1000, those that hit 3 are at 745, and those that hit 5 are at 655. Healing moves now heal you to full health. This addresses an issue I had with the game in my first 10 hours of play, that some skills, for no good reason, did more damage than others. I find it a little odd that the designers only decided to address this obvious flaw 150 hours later. All of these skills also have 0 cooldown, so you can use the same skill repeatedly in a battle if you like. All of the remaining clothes in the game are available to purchase once you reach World 3, and they all have the same attack and defense values, save for those with set bonuses. This means that you can just dress in your favourite outfit from here on without having to worry about the stats. Hubby will also sell you an unlimited supply of strength and defense boosting smoothies for a hefty but not entirely unreasonable sum. All of these changes for this new game plus make it feel a bit more like a victory lap than an additional challenge. I don't think I'll be doing another video review unless there's another major update, but I look forward to running through the beautiful world of Ring Fit Adventure again. The game seems to have sold rather well, and the recent major update gives me hope that they will either continue to support the game with further updates, or that there will be a sequel in the future. I'd love to see more of Ring Fit Adventure, as I'm sure the formula has even more untapped potential.